Isn't she cute? She's adorable. She is a Shih Tzu and Yorkie mix. And she looks more like a little Yorkie to me, but she is adorable. And she's a sweet girl. And she's 10 years old. And I'm like, 10 where? She's a healthy 10-year-old little pup pup. She's so cute. Sweet girl. Animals are such a blessing. They really are. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. She is a sweet little dog. She really is. I just don't know how some people can be so cruel to animals that don't like them. They're so sweet. Sweet little doggy. Mm, sweet girl. You're so cute. Oh, she just wants me to keep rubbing her belly. Like if I let go and stop, she's looking at me like, you better continue. You keep rubbing my belly. So I'm like, keep rubbing. Hello, XPX. Hi. Hello. So the topic is they're miserable. Ah. So yeah, this is will be a. So the topic, so cute, is they're miserable. So I just got off of a live, and there was a person trolling, saying all this inappropriate things, just being mean. So I'm just like, they're miserable. Like, how do you go to a random stranger's live that you don't know and say all this crazy things to them, mean things? It's insane. And I'm just like, who does that? Someone that's miserable. For someone to be on social media, hi, Kishore, Kishori, Kiran, Shiki, hello. And I'm sorry if I messed up your name. I don't have my glasses on. Yeah, it was a person that just came into my live not too long ago. Not this live, but I know I'm so sorry. Doing a smear campaign. Yeah, it was someone that came into a live that I just did previously, just saying all these mean things to me. I don't know them, they don't know me. And you can say hello. Yeah, hello. Because I apologize. New subscriber. I'm only 23-year old fresh. Well, thank you. God bless you, Jeremy. I'm just talking about miserable people. There was someone that just came into my live, previous live. Guys, be nice. That was saying, "Oh, you are so." Oh, thank you. I try to be. I try to be. But there was someone that came into my live just saying all this mean stuff, a total stranger. And I'm just like, you have to be miserable. Who goes into someone's live that they don't know just saying all this mean stuff? A miserable person. I saw this video with these people, they had like all these electronic devices and they were logged into like so many social media apps and they're going around just trolling people with because they had so many different profiles that they made and they're going around trolling people. I'm just like, this is insane. Like, you're miserable. Like, as they say, touch grass, touch grass. Like, why would you want to spend indoors just insulting random strangers online on social media? You're a miserable individual. Get a life, please. It's a lot of miserable people. And if you guys experience that, just know it's because they recognize, your talents, your greatness, everything. And they're haters. They are haters. That's why they do that. They want to, discourage you. So they want to say all these mean things to you to discourage you and affect your, affect your self-esteem. Exactly. They're jealous. They want to, affect your self-esteem because that's how they feel. They feel so low. They want to make you feel the same way they do, or if not worse. And honestly, I just pray for those individuals that they're that, miserable, that they, want to harass people like total strangers saying mean things. Like that makes your day by going to people's profiles and just writing mean things. God help you. Lord help you. And then the thing is too, when they do it to children, I've seen like videos where you have these strangers, of course, they say all these mean things. They can't even show their faces. They don't even have content, but they're attacking children, saying mean things. I'm just like, you need help, especially when you're attacking an innocent child. They are projecting while rage baiting, and they are just pathetic. Yeah, they are very pathetic. And what you were talking about earlier, XPX, Um, my sister and I, we dealt with a narcissist before, on social media. It's a long story. We actually knew them in person, and of course, we exchanged, social media. We thought they were our friends. They ended up using us. It was a long, long story, and we, you know, um, let them go. We let them go. We blocked them from access to us because they were toxic, and we felt so much better after we blocked them. But they were doing a smear campaign on my sister and I because they were mad, that we stopped talking to them and blocked them. They're saying all this, made all these lies up about us. We've been there before, what the narcissist did, but I don't worry about that because God got us. God protects his children. He does. When people try to do mean things to God's children, it never goes well for them. So I don't worry about that. But yeah, I just wanted to share, when people do that, they're miserable. And just know that they recognize your talent, your greatness. They see the potential, and they're trying to discourage you. But don't let it discourage you. Don't let their actions discourage you. And I appreciate you too, Jeremy, for subscribing. Thank you guys. um I go live every now and then, and I just appreciate people that come into my lives because, you know, y'all could be doing something else. So I appreciate it because a lot of times I be ranting and raving and things like that. And, for you guys to listen, oh, I try to be. I really do. We need more positivity and kindness in this world. We really do. Um, there was a young man that my sister and I had met almost a year ago, um, at our local mall, and he was really sweet. And he said the same thing, positivity, kindness. We need so much kindness in this world. And he's so right. We really do need more kindness in this world because there's a lot of wickedness in this world. So I try my best to promote positivity. I really do. And, I appreciate, you guys that came into the live just to, listen to my message and things. Guys are amazing. And whatever time of day it is for you guys, I hope that y'all are having a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night. God bless you all. I appreciate it. I really do. And, like I said too, it takes nothing to be kind. All of us should practice it. Um, for one thing, just like how good you feel by giving that compliment to that individual. So I think let's all, when we go out, talk to a total stranger, give someone a genuine compliment, and you'll see how it makes that person's day and how good you feel for doing that. It takes nothing to be kind. It really doesn't. take nothing. So yeah, we definitely need more kindness in this world. With social media spreading it, it's so much negativity and gossip and things. Um, Lauren Witten, where am I from? I'm from the DMV. From the DMV. Where are you guys from? I'll see little Taya. Yeah. Oh, England. I've always wanted to visit England. Wow. Miami, Florida. It's cold. Yes, it is very cold here too. Well, not super cold. It's a little chilly because we've had some warm temperatures, but it's kind of like dropped down the weather, so it's a little chilly. Oh, oh my God, homeless in the Bahamas. Well, I pray that you find shelter. Charlotte, see, Lord, help. I pray for you, Charlotte, see, that you'll find, shelter. I'm sorry to hear that, I really am. And XPX from Pennsylvania. Is it cold up there? Quote of the day. What's quote of the day? It takes nothing to be kind. Yeah, like if you have social media, post some positive things, positive messages and things because it's too much negativity online. Like gossip, that's what spreads. Like, it's so many gossip channels and things, um, gossip pages. I'm just like, my goodness, are you a Christian? Yes, I believe in Jesus Christ. I'm a believer. I try my best. None of us is perfect but Jesus, but I try my best to live righteously. I do. I try my best. Um, I share scriptures, Bible scriptures on my sister and my channel that we share. Also on this channel, I need to post more scriptures. But yeah, what would you do if you was being bullied for 6 weeks and nothing was happening? What would you do if you was being bullied for 6 weeks? And if I was being bullied for 6 weeks, um, I would and that's for anything, like if it's in a job or school. If I was in a school, I would let, the administrators know, my teachers know. And if they're not doing anything, most definitely my family, my close family know, and friends. Um, because I know years ago, because I'm old, years ago when I was in school, sometimes the teachers, they didn't do anything when kids were being bullied, which was a shame. But it's like, if they're not going to do anything, the administrators, principals not going to do anything, then I would take it to the news. And Lauren, I don't know if what if nothing happens then? What if nothing happens then? Like I said, I would have to go to the news. You know, if I if I was in school, my parents definitely they would take it to the news. Like if the teachers weren't doing anything, yeah, that would go to the news, and they probably would take me out of that school. Exactly, go to the media. I I can thank God for that. I was not bullied. I had when I was in school, people whisper, laugh, say things, but bullied, like people like physically bullying me verbally, I never had that because I was nerdy and stuff like that, but I stood up for myself, if that makes sense. Like they knew not to try me. I guess I had that look on my face, like, don't try me. Like I had people, like I say, whisper and say things, but like hit me, try to hit me, fight me, none of that ever happened because if I had to, yeah, I would fight back. I'm not telling people to do that, but it's like if someone was trying to beat me up and trying to put their hands on me, I'm going to defend myself. But, that's never happened to me. But that's what I would do. A child, if I was in school, of course, let my friends and family, teachers, administrators know nothing happens and go to the media, and hopefully their parents, will take them out of that school. And Lauren, I don't know if that's what you're going through. I pray for you and I hope that that's not what you're going through. But if you are, hopefully what I mentioned, maybe you can try doing that. Yeah, bullies are miserable people too. So I never liked bullies at all. The kids that when I was in school, they used to get bullied. I used to, help them, try to stand up for them. God, but yeah, bullies, they're miserable. A lot of them, have self-esteem issues. And a lot of the bullies when I was in school, like I said, well, karma, comes back to them. How you treat people, it always comes back to you. A lot of the bullies I knew from school, because I'm 36 years old, a lot of the bullies I knew, they're not really doing good. Some of them that I knew of are locked up in jail. Some are 6 feet under, they passed away. Some, been in and out of jail. Some of them, you know, are not even really doing anything with their lives, not really working. They're just doing whatever. They're not really doing well. And, I think that's their karma, some of them. And like the nerdy kids that they used to pick on, a lot of them are really successful. They got really good, decent jobs. Some, married, children, and things. Got their own homes and things like that. They're doing good for themselves. So I say nerds have like the biggest glow ups. They really do. Yep. So we gotta watch how we treat people because it comes back to you one way or another. And if it don't come back to you, it may come back onto one of your family members. We gotta watch how we treat people because the Lord says it. You reap what you sow. Yeah. So if anyone has any questions or anything, if not, then I will get. And I appreciate everyone that came into the live, that liked the live, who's been engaging. You could be doing something else with your time, but I appreciate it. I really do. I would like to do some more lives. But I appreciate you all, and I hope that y'all enjoy the rest of your day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever part of the world you're at, whatever time it is. Yes, and that y'all stay safe. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water, eating right, get some sun. Get a little bit, get some exercise, get your walking in, all of that. I pray that y'all are doing good. So with that, I will leave unless anybody has a question they want to ask real quick. If not, I will end this live. So I'll wait for a few seconds. If no one has a question, then yeah, I'll end the live. Okay, well, doesn't seem like anyone has any questions. So I'm going to end the live. Be safe and stay beautiful. Yes, all of us, stay safe out here, because it's getting bad out here everywhere around the world. We gotta, oh, I'm trying. I'm just a regular person like anybody else. I'm trying, but you know, all of us stay safe out here. Keep your head on a swivel, stay prayed up. everywhere you go, when you're going out to work, in your home, running errands, whatever it is, pray. Pray for everyone else, your family, friends, your strangers. Pray for your safety everywhere when you're out on the road. Stay vigilant out here. But, you know, you guys stay safe as well, and God bless. And until next time, bye.